Kalani.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Mutolani. I'm currently taking a course, a data analyst course and a virtual assistant course, and I got admitted into the Web3 mentorship program.
Congrats.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
All right. So one more person, one or two more persons, then we can get into what we've come here to do properly. Who is going next?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
My name,
Hamzat.
my name is Amjad Motolani, and I'm a student of University of Ilorin, studying EduTech. I'm glad to be here. So I signed up for the UI UX track. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, congrats. So Nancy Uba, your hand is raised. Hi, Nancy.
Hey everybody, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, my name is Nancy and I'm in Lagos. I'm I'm a hairstylist and I'm so happy to be here. And Web3 Lady has been very encouraging to me, and it's an opportunity, it's a lifetime opportunity, to be here with all the things I've been learning from all the previous meetings that we've heard. I'm excited to be here, and I signed up for the UI UX design class for cohort 3. So I'm so happy to meet everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good to meet you too. Okay, so we'll be going into what we've come here to do, like proper. So I'll be trying to share my screen so that we can all follow with the agenda for today's discussion. So let me know if you can see my screen. Just let me know if you can see my screen now. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
All right. All right, so first we've done the introduction already. Now it's time for you to meet the Web3 Ladies team. We know that most of us are just community members, that you don't really know who is who. I see some of us confusing me for Precious Chidima, who is like the mentorship lead, and some people bring in mentorship discussion to my DM. So let's try to clear it out so that everybody knows who is who and who is actually leading the in Web3 Ladies. Do you understand the team? So we have some beautiful ladies here, very beautiful ladies, and they are like the most pretty people to work with. And these are like my teammates. And yeah, although we don't have some people on the team on the call today, but I'll just try to do a rundown introduction of everyone. So we have Oyudamola, she's like the mentorship lead, you get. And this is Oyudamola right here. This is her face. In case you find her on the street or you see her anywhere, this is the person you need to meet for all your mentorship needs. Do you get? You can always DM her on Slack. I think her Slack username should be Mildred or something. I don't know. I'll try and find it out. All right. So we have Blessing. Blessing is like our event lead. She practically puts together all of this kind of events to make sure that we have a successful event going forward. And if you want to have any program with us, or you feel like our events can be more engaging, or you have suggestions for Blessing for concerning events, you can always reach out to Blessing and she will provide you all the information that you need and she can help you with anything. So we have this very pretty lady. Her name is Ada. Ada like handles our social media. She's our growth lead. And everything you want to discuss concerning social media, Twitter spaces, all the reels that you see on Instagram, all the good things, Ada has been the face behind all the good work that Web3 Ladies, the brand that you see out there. Ada has been the one channeling all the efforts. Right? Okay, so we have Iji Dolapo. Iji Dolapo is more like our sponsorship and partnership lead, and she's an amazing person. She's the one working so hard to like get us all the sponsors, all the partners that we actually need to like join our channel Web3 Ladies to the forefront. We also have Faye. Faye also works closely with Ijijalapo as partnership and mentorship lead. So they are the ones, if you have a good idea or you have a company that can partner with us as a community, just reach out to both of them. And that's me. Yeah, I think everybody knows me, but this is how my face looks. But this one I say is my proper face, but this is how I look on the normal some days. Yeah. So this is me here, Precious. It's about Precious. That's my name. And this is Precious Chidima right here. So if you have mentorship questions, oh, I tried to log into mentorship's workspace and I've not been able to, the link's not working. I'm not the one you should bring that to my table. Just refer to this beautiful lady here, Precious Chidima. She'll answer all your questions related to mentorship. Okay. And now we have Feromi. Feromi has been our community manager for the longest. And I think many of you know her. Like she's always there on Slack ready to help. She gets. All right. So I would like to, we have a founder here at Web3 Ladies, and she's the one championing this whole vision and bringing us together. And we have Oluchi Enebeli. In fact, she's the first blockchain engineer in Nigeria. She's a very amazing person. She has a background in building blockchain services. Oluchi is quite fascinated about the power of technology, and she likes to bring people together. She's a very detailed person. One thing I like working with Oluchi, or what I've learned working with Oluchi, is that the fact that she's very detailed. You get to write everything. You just get to learn from her when you work with somebody like that. And it's good that she was able to even form a community to allow women, to bring more women into Web3 and into the blockchain space. And almost all of us have benefited from her wealth of knowledge. And I just want to say that Oluchi is very open. You could, if you have anything you want to share with her as a community member, or you want to talk to her about something, or you want to figure out your career path, or you don't know how to do it, whatever it is, her DMs are always open to reach out to her and talk to her on Slack. So in case you don't know her before, this is her pretty face right here. And this is her bio. Okay, let me just try to read this bio so that everybody follows through. So Oluchi Enebeli is Nigeria's first female blockchain engineer. She has a background in building scalable blockchain services to enhance crypto interactions across products, as well as developing smart contracts and varying business logic. So if you want to learn about Solidity smart contracts, Oluchi is your go-to person. She's just very resourceful and ready to help all of us. So moving on to what we have on our agenda, I believe now we can all recognize all the team heads. And in case you want to find us anywhere, you know who to go to for specific thing. You get. All right, so our agenda says that you need to get to know us as a community. Why do we exist? And I'll be calling on Oluchi, who is the founder of Web3 Ladies. A round of applause wherever you are, ladies, as we welcome Oluchi to the floor to give us a breakdown of what we do at Web3 Ladies. Okay? I'm not hearing you people clapping. You should probably unmute yourself and clap. Let's start innovation for Oluchi.
Please. Can you hear me?
Thank you for clapping for me.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll try and share my screen again so that we could just.
Precious, can you maximize your screen? I don't think
Yeah.
you can see. So you just click on the present. Okay, cool.
All right, there we go. It's visible now, right?
All
Everybody can see.
Yeah, I think it's clear now. Okay, so hi everyone. Super excited to see you all here. Take over 34 right now on the call, and we're expecting more people to join in. And one reason why we decided to do, have town halls every month, because we have quite a lot going on in the community, and then we have people joining in at different times, right? So there are chances that you might miss out on, a lot of the really awesome and interesting, amazing stuff that we're doing in the community, ways for you to, benefit or just key into what we are doing, right? So we have this call to just go over that. If you don't know what we're doing here as a community, you probably saw the link somewhere and you just decided to join, or somebody just asked you, hey, see this link, you need to join in, and you're lost, right? So this call is supposed to give you your footing. We have a coffee chat, right, call that, we use that to onboard people, but I know some people miss the call, right? So if you miss the coffee chat, we have it every Friday. We have it every week, right? So if you miss that, you can also meet up with the monthly town hall calls that we have to summarize everything that's happened. So just to go into what the community is about, we are the largest, female-focused Web3 community in Africa, and our goal is basically to empower, a generation of female industry leaders who would build, nurture, and more develop a sustainable Web3 space, because we so much believe in the idea of diversity, right? So we feel like this is Web3. this is blockchain. It's sort of like a new field, right? It's like a new ecosystem, not so new and not so old, right? So it's sort of like still in between. And we've seen that, even at this point, right, we don't have a lot of female or a lot of ladies in the space, right? So it feels like history repeating itself all over again, right? Just exactly what happened in tech, right? So when the whole .com buzz started, when tech started becoming a thing and people started recognizing tech, a lot of ladies were not really choosing that path or even going into tech, right? So it was mostly dominated by guys. And then some years down the line, we woke up from our sleep and like, hey, we need to be, this is a space that we can be into and we can thrive. And then so ladies started coming into the space gradually, right? And so now we're still trying to create, have like a gender balanced ecosystem in tech. And then this is a new technology. And I'm like, Web3 ladies is like, we have a chance at this, right, ladies? We can grow with the technology, we can scale with this technology. And when the technology is, say 20, 25 years old, we can celebrate, hopefully we can celebrate like equal gender distribution in the ecosystem. And that's why Web3 Ladies is here to make sure that that's a possibility. We're looking at onboarding over 100,000 ladies into the Web3 space in the next 3 years, right? And the reason for that is we're doing it one step at a time, right? So 1 lady at a time, 10 ladies at a time, 100 ladies at a time, 500 ladies at a time, 1,000 ladies at a time. And then, with that, we just keep on onboarding more people into the Web3 ecosystem. And then you ask, like, why are we doing this? Why Web3? Why are we trying to get ladies into the space, right? Why don't we give ourselves a breathing space? We've not gotten so used to tech. Even tech is like a challenge. People are trying to like grasp the concept of tech, and then we are saying, oh, Web3, let's go a step further, right? And the reason for this is Web3 presents beautiful opportunities, right? Opportunities to network. In Web3, there's almost no barrier or there's no boundary, right? You can easily just network. It's because Web3 brought about a decentralized ecosystem, a decentralized internet, right? And this we put through communication, right? So you can easily get on board with anybody in the Web3 space, ask questions, be a part of a DAO, contribute, learn something, earn money, right? There's a lot that you can do in Web3 without having to have 10 years experience or 15 years experience or 20 years experience. First step is to understand the basics, right? Understand the very foundation of Web3, understand the essentials, right? Blockchain essentials, Web3 essentials, what makes Web3, right? So once you have that understanding, you can then find your fitting in the space, and it's quite easy to do that compared to like other industries or even tech, right? Before now, right? I mean, if we're looking at tech before, you would need like before you earn like a reasonable amount of money, you probably need like 2 years, 2 to 3 years, right? Just in tech, right? But blockchain Web3 just disrupted everything. I mean, you could start your Web3 journey right now, and in the next say 6 months to a year, you can start working with DAOs or start working with organizations, and you're going to be earning more than what you would earn if you're a beginner in tech in general, right? So it's quite an interesting field. Apart from that, the financial freedom that it brings, right? So imagine holding Naira, right? Today, if you have some Naira savings, right? Say 20 Naira, 500 Naira, probably you're saving 1,000 Naira every month or saving 5,000 Naira every month, right? Because you want to create a savings plan for yourself or a good financial future for yourself. In the next 2 to 3 years, you'd see that money that you've saved up has sort of like reduced in value. It has depreciated greatly, and you can't compare. I mean, what you would use 500 Naira to buy, what you'd have used 500 Naira to buy 2 years ago, it's definitely different from what you would use 500 Naira to buy 2 years time. So imagine you starving yourself, not eating for like 1 year or 2 years because you want to save up, and you're saving up in Naira, and then the next 2 years it's almost feeling like you've not really gone too far because the value of that, the purchasing power of that money has greatly reduced. And now this is Web3 and this is blockchain introducing a new way for us to like, save, a new way for us to like preserve wealth. Don't get me wrong, people make mistake in crypto, right? So if you're investing in the wrong crypto or you're buying the wrong token, cheat coins and all of this stuff, right, you definitely lose. But if you're investing in the right crypto and then you're putting your money. Some people just even put their money in stable coins, right? Convert it to stable coin and just keep it in stable coins. The right stable coins, then again, not USD. So people put their money in stable coins, and at the end of the day, your money is preserved because you're saving in dollars, and dollar against naira is definitely high. As at I think 3 months ago, dollar to naira was around I think $500, 500 and something dollars. But right now you can convert a dollar to naira as I think 660 naira the last time I checked. So imagine you're earning in dollars or you're earning in cryptocurrency, which equates to dollar, right? You'd see how much you would have grown financially, right? So this is that beautiful things that Web3 and blockchain brings to our doorstep, and a lot of people are keen into it, right? A lot of guys are keen into it. So we want our ladies as well to key into it, because there is a future in this. This technology is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And that's why Web3 Ladies, we are very, very committed to this. We're pushing as hard as we can to ensure that we all as ladies, right, we come into this space, we learn about it, we settle into the space, and then we'll begin to benefit or eat the fruit of the space. So that's Web3. I mean, that's what we're about in Web3 Ladies. Precious, can you move to the next slide? Okay, so in Web3 Ladies, we're creating, how do we create impact, right? We're a community, we're non-profit organizations, we're female focused, we're looking to bring more ladies into the Web3 space. So we said all of this, but how are we doing this? What's our strategy, or what's our technique, right? So we're doing this in 3 ways. Through our mentorship. I know most of us would have heard about the Core 3 mentorship just closed recently. So we do our mentorship twice every year. The beginning of the year, and then towards the end of the year. So we have 2 of those mentorship every year, and this is our mentorship. Cohort 3 currently ongoing. Cohort 4 and Cohort 5 is going to open up next year, right? So this is one key way that we are enabling ladies in the space, right? Because technicality, I mean, you can't trade technicality with anything else, right? When I say technicality, I don't mean coding or just programming. I mean understanding the space, understanding where you are, having a skill that is valuable in the space, having a way to contribute or give back to the ecosystem such a way that you can also earn from it, right? So we're not just saying, oh, come to Web3, come to Web3, come to Web3, join the Web3 space, without providing a means for you to learn more about the space and key into the space, right? So that's where our technical mentorship comes in. And then we see, right now we have 4 tracks. The blockchain engineering track, if you want to become an engineer in the space. We also have the product management track. If you want to be a product manager, you want to transition into product management, you want to know how product management works in Web3 and all of this stuff, right? So you can go for that track. We also have the UI UX design track, and the web development. So web development is still basically Web 2, like just regular web development. So the idea is that when you learn more about web development in Web 2, it's easy for you to transition into becoming a blockchain engineer or a solidity engineer. That's if it's engineering is your path. And then if engineering is not your path, right? I mean, there are other non-code tracks that we have, which is product management and UI UX. So you can go into any of that. Our community is also another way that we are creating impact, right? So we understand that we can't take everyone in our mentorship, right? So for our mentorship, we have a deadline to apply. We also have a limit that we can take, right? Because we're trying to be very intentional about the mentorship. We want to ensure that people are learning very, very detailed explanation. And we can't do that with everyone, right? We can't do that with the crowd in the mentorship. So we need to ensure that we are managing the number of people that we take for our mentorship in order for us to give out quality training. So our community is there to also support, right? So in our community we have different events. We have, I'm sure most of you that have been in our community for the longest of time, you'd have seen our general events that we do. We have AMA with different experts, expert-led AMA from different companies, Web3 companies, or even Web2 companies at sometimes. We also have our Web3 series. Most of you would have experienced the crypto series, where we just teach everything about crypto, and we are updating that, we're improving that to Web3 series, right? So it's not just crypto we're going to be talking about in the community. We're also going to be talking about NFTs, DeFi, investing in DeFi, how to invest, and all of those stuff, opportunities that exist in the space, even learning about the metaverse and all of that. So we have those events that we do, educative events that we do in our community. We also have fun events that we do, game and variety nights. And then I think the community manager is going to talk more about the community clubs and some other initiative or some other interesting stuff that we're introducing into the community to make it very educative, fun, and fulfilling for everyone in the community. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that mentorship is not the only way you can benefit from the community or learn or build your career in the community. The community itself is also a place for you to learn, right? So if you're active, if you're engaging, you can also learn a lot from the community, right? So mentorship is going in deeper, but our community is also there to support you, right? So if you couldn't get into the cohort 3 mentorship, I don't think that's the end. We have other cohorts coming up next year, right? But before that, please make use of the community, right? Make use of the community. There's a lot we can learn, and we share a lot of interesting opportunities in the community. I think early this year, some of the ex-mentees from our previous cohort and even some community members were outsourced for a mentorship gig in, I don't know if any of you have heard of Blog Games, right? But Blog Games is like another mentorship that came up, and some of our community members were outsourced as mentors. Is it oh my god, can you hear me now? Is it clear?
I can hear you. I've been hearing you.
Okay, so I saw somebody's message. Amadi, I hope it's better now. I just got
Yeah,
close to-
I can actually hear you, but it is really low. It's like you're far away from the mic, even though I can see it is very close to your mouth.
Oh, okay. Is it better? Is it better than before?
I'll manage. Thank you.
Okay, you know what? Let me try something else. Just
I can actually hear you very clearly.
very clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
clearly?
she can rejoin.
Okay.
She can leave and rejoin.
Okay, Amadi, do you want to try leaving and rejoin, or you can also increase your laptop volume or your phone volume? That could be the issue. Okay, yes, I think I was talking about our community, right? So there's a lot of interesting things going on there. I think we have saw some of our community member in the end well on that particular gig, right? So we have other gigs. I mean, we even currently have one open to the community members and a lot of stuff, like because of our partnerships, right? And that's why we as a community, we partner with like different organizations to bring in interesting stuff into the community to benefit our members, right? So if you're in the community and you're not engaging, you're not checking out things, you're not active, you're not following through with our events, activities, announcement, then you're sort of like missing out, because that's the reason why we have the community, right? So there's a community here to make it more, for you to be more close, create a very closed, knitted group, right? That's what the community is supposed to do. You can reach out to anybody within the community. You can chat them up. We also have the idea of audios on Slack. You can audio anyone. You can call anyone in the community. You can ask questions. You can get feedback, and all of this stuff, right? I'm also in the community and I'm accessible. And then we have other, top ladies in the space as well in our community that you can also reach out to. So please, take advantage of our community. And then we have our event as well. We'll be speaking more, our event manager will be speaking more about that, just benefits that you can, some of the events that we have planned and coming up. Right now we have a community size of over 11K ladies across all of our platforms, Instagram, social, Twitter, and also our Slack. And we have community ladies from across different countries in Africa, because our focus is Africa. So we have I think we have ladies in Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, which is a good one for us, as one of our key value, is diversity, right? So we want to ensure that we have ladies from like different parts of Africa. And we also believe that our community, the solution we're bringing into the space is mostly for Africans, because I think Africans are the ones that need it the most, right? So that's why we are focused more on Africa. So we've trained over 350 ladies in our previous cohorts, and in our current cohort, the cohort 3 that just closed, we have over 700 ladies registered to be mentored, right, which is a good one for our community. And then just going into the values that we have, we believe in mentorship, and that's why mentorship, technical mentorship is one of our key pillars, or one of the ways that we create impact in the community or in our organization, right? So we have our community, which is why I said, please take advantage of these, right? So this is one key way we create impact, and is one of our key values. We believe in collaboration, we believe in community, we believe in team spirit, right? And that's why we are here today. Also ownership rights. You have to own your journey, you have to own your story, right? Like I tell people, communities can do what they can, right? Your parents would do what they can, everybody would do what they can, but at the end of the day, you need to own your journey, you need to own your story, you need to own your life. What do you want to make out of life in the next like 2-3 years? Where do you want to be? How do you want your story to be told? Who do you want to tell your story? All of these things, it boils down to ownership, right? Parents would have made some mistakes, your friend would have given you some advice that were not really good, but you can't blame them for so long, right? So ownership is one key thing that we live by in a community. We own our space, we own our story, and then we own our agenda as well. Organizations, we are very big on organization. We try to have our processes organized, and also pace. We are pace setting. We try to bring out new initiatives, and we have many more initiatives coming up that would benefit everyone in the community, right? And they would like that our ladies are pace setters in their space as well. So in any way you find yourself as a Web3 lady, you should exhibit this value, right? So you should always, in the back of your head, you should always know that I'm a Web3 lady, I'm a pace setter, right? Everywhere I go, I'm a pace setter. In my career, in anything I set myself to do, right? I'm always ahead of my peers, right? So same thing with excellence. You get excellence. Consistency is key, right? So if you start something, consistency is the key to anything that you want to achieve, right? If you start it today, you have to consistently do that stuff. That's why they say practice makes perfect, right? Which is simply consistency in other words, right? And then we have diversity. So these are core values that we have in the community, and we expect our community members as well to radiate, which are part of the values that we also as a community are exhibiting. Precious, you want to go to the next slide? Okay, so I think I've talked about our community already, so you can just move to the next slide. Is there anything? Okay, yeah, so okay, so I think I've gone through that. Call for contributors. Okay, thanks, Precious. So I think that would be, that's a summary of what Web3 Ladies is about, what we're for, what we do, our values, and just helping you learn more about the community you're currently in. So I'll add the mic over to Precious. Precious, you can take it up from
All
there.
right. Thank you, Oluchi, for that very wonderful exposition of what Web3 Ladies Community does. So, quick announcement before we continue with this whole discussion. So, we have 42 people on this space now. Please, we want you to get to Twitter and tweet about Web3 Ladies Community Townhall, what we're discussing here. What you could probably use the hashtag Web3 Ladies Townhall. I'm dropping the hashtag in the comment section, and why you tweet, tag Web3 Ladies so that we could see your tweets and probably retweet it. All right, so let's do that in 1 minute. Hashtag Web3 Ladies Townhall. Hashtag any other thing you want to add, but make sure you're tagging Web3 Ladies and using hashtag Web3 Ladies Townhall. All right, please let's do that in 1 minute before we come back to continue with what we are doing. I'm going to play a song for you guys for 1 minute, then you do that. Just do it. Once you do it, type down in the comment section why will I come back to our discussion. All right. For contributions. All right, welcome back, guys. I hope we were able to do that. All right, so I'll be talking about the community and our key offerings as a community and what we are trying to do here so that everybody's in sync, or basically all the things that's happened generally in the past few months in the community. Just giving you a rundown so that you know what to expect and how to go about it. All right, so I'm sharing my screen again, and sorry, I'm shuffling in between two screens. So about our community, we can see my screen, right? Is this clear enough? Hello, ladies. Can you guys?
Yes,
All right.
yeah, it is.
So at Web3 Ladies, we are very committed to raising audacious women, and our community is necessarily to provide a safe space for women in tech and in the blockchain industry. That's why we exist. We want to see women grow. We want to see women get the right information. We want to help women transition easily into tech. We want to provide you all the supports that you get, and that's why we do events. Times like coffee chats, we have in-depth discussion. Even when I said let's do roses and thorns the other day on the Slack community, there was so much that women were sharing, and I saw that you guys were out there in the threads giving each other moral support, providing solutions, the ones you needed to. There were so many touching stories, and we're just there for each other. That's the kind of sisterhood we're trying to build as a community. So in this community, we have tailored activities and events to help women in our community become the best versions of ourselves. That's why weekly we try to have our AMA sessions. AMA sessions are when we have discussions with advanced women in tech or choice organizations that are already advancing in the Web3 space. They come to us and they give us in-depth info about what they're doing and how to help us through our journeys. All right. We also have our coffee chat session, which is more like our onboarding call, or it's not like an everyday call where people can just come in and have proper discussions.
Hi, Precious.
And yeah,
Precious, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we've actually gone off time. So if we can just use 1 minute to round that up, and so all that you can want to talk about as the summary, the partnerships, cohorts, work tool assistance, and
all right, sure.
Thank you.
Never check. Okay. Yeah, so we plan on launching a couple of activities, but yeah, when Ology comes through, just give us a roundup. And we're looking for we need contributors in the community. We want you to be actively involved in our community. So please, if you think there's any way you can contribute to the community, to mentorship, or to any of our arms of the community, or even to events, you can handle events very well, please do reach out to me, or there's always a link. I'll drop a link in the Slack channels. Then you can just apply to be a community contributor. All right, moving on to other things. So just have a summary of what has gone down in the community, and Oluchi will be taking that part from me. All right, so Oluchi, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Hi. All right, thank you so much, Precious. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
okay.
I can hear you.
So thanks so much, Precious. Just to re-emphasize on the contributor, the call for contributor before I move into this. I mean, if you think that you have some, you have some skills that you can contribute to the community, like we said, one of our key value is community ownership. Just taking ownership of where you are. One way to engage more in the community or to even know what is happening is by giving, right? So if you're benefiting from the community, it's also, it's also good that you can also give back, or you can also contribute, right? So we have different areas that you can contribute in the events, community, mentorship, even programs, right? Even products. We have products that we're building as a community. If you're a product manager and you want to contribute, or you were a dev, you want to contribute, or you're a designer and you want to contribute, right? Those are areas that you can contribute. So you can reach out to Precious. So just to go over a couple of things have happened, I think in the past few months in the community. We understand that things might be moving. I think this month things moved a bit too fast, right? So we feel like a lot of people would have missed out on some of the announcements that were made, or some of the things that are currently ongoing in the community, and that's why we want to do the summary. So yeah, we've had exciting partnerships over the past few months in Web3 Ladies, about different really nice aspects for us in the community, or ways that ladies can benefit. We've had some with FTX. I'm sure I don't know if everyone saw the FTX campaign that we did, the partnership with FTX, just to get more women in crypto. We also had one with Harmony Africa, Harmony One blockchain, where we had an outdoor event, just give ladies more idea of the blockchain space and a way for ladies to bond. We also had a partnership with Chainways, which is our bounty program, right? So we were trying to launch our bounty program, and we decided to partner with Chainways for that. So just to give more context into the bounty program, right? The idea is to create ways that community members can also, you can be engaged in the community, and then you can also earn while at it, right? So on our bounty platform, which is using Chainways, right, we're going to be posting some tags, some projects, some ideas that we think community members can undo, right? So you can just go to the bounty platform. If you see any tags or any project that you think you can handle, you have the capacity to do it, right? You can submit the right answer or submit the right solution to the tags, and you get paid the bounty price. So each tax would have a price attached to it. It could be, depending on what the tax is, it could be $5, it could be $10, it could be 2,000 in errors, it could be it could be any amount attached to it, right? So if you see it, you think it's exciting, you want to take part in it, right? So you can do the solution and then submit it before the deadline, and then you get something. We're also using the bounty platform for our mentorship, our ongoing mentorship. In our mentorship, we have 4 phases. We have the pre-mentorship phase, we have the learning phase. So pre-mentorship is the introductory phase where people just get introduced to like a couple of things, like the basics or the essential parts of the track, and then you move on to you go on to the learning phase where it's intense learning. People get to learn. We have live classes where we have mentors teaching teaching the mentees, and then we have the bounty phase where we post projects with prizes attached, and mentees can like attempt to solve those bounties and then get the prize for it, right? So those are like a couple of things that we do in our mentorship and in the community, and that's one reason why we partnered with Chainways to bring about the bounty program. So please look out for that. We'll be making more announcements about the bounty in the coming months, just how you can get involved in the bounty, how you can register on the bounty platform, how you can take part in the bounty, what the processes are. We'll have like more calls or more AMAs on that, right? And then we also have exciting partnership coming up. We have one that we're announcing on Monday. I think there was a teaser out and a lot of people were guessing, who we are partnering with next. I'm not going to speed that out on this call. We're going to get to know that on Monday, right? So we are just proactive, on partnerships, right? Because we believe that for every partnership there is an additional value it gives to a community member and to the community at large, right? So we also have our core 3 mentorship, which is kickstarting actively next week,
Hi,
Monday.
Oluchi. Sorry to interrupt, but we need to
wrap up, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be very fast here. Okay, thanks so much, Blessing. So I'm going very fast. We had our mentorship code 3 that we just opened up. Application ended already, and the active mentorship is starting Monday. Classes are starting on Monday. We also have our work to program, our work to assistant program, which a lot of persons joined the community because of the work to program. So this is I just want to give a quick summary on what to expect for the work to program. We are going to start sending out the work to first week of September. This August, I think the application form is open and it ends on the 8th of August, right? So if you've not filled the application form for the work to program, please do that. It ends on Monday. So community precious, maybe we can try sending the application form again, just so that people don't miss out on the work to application. So you can fill it. Application ends on the 8th of August, and application is open for both community and mentorship, right? So if you're in our mentorship, you have seen the application form is open for mentees and also community members. And here I'd we're expecting the laptop, or giving out laptops, inverter or MiFi, so you can either get one of these depending on which you pick as your first choice. So on the form you can pick 3. You can pick the 3 or the 2, right? So you get what you pick as the first choice. If we think that maybe you can't get that, you either get your second choice or your third choice. So if you pick laptop, inverter, and MiFi, and you end up getting laptop, or you end up getting inverter, because we feel like inverter is what you need, right? Based on like the information you've provided in the application form. So do well to fill the application form well for you to get that. And then below are the selection criteria. So you have the application form which was sent out for you to fill. After that, we're going to do a screening we're going to screen the application form, we're going to review it, and just verify that the information provided is accurate. After that, if you scale through the screening phase, you will get a mail, or you get like a notification on our community. You can send out the names, Slack IDs of everyone that passed the screening phase into the interview. So you have like a one-on-one interview with you, just learn more about you. And then after that, you would have to sign a contract, right? So this contract is not big. They're just letting you know that we're giving you this laptop. If you're on our mentorship, right, if you have to, the agreement here is that you need to finish the mentorship, right? So we'll give you the laptop here in September. Our mentorship ends in November. If you're unable to get through to the end of the mentorship, then you would need to return the laptop back. But if you get to the end of the mentorship, then the laptop is yours, right? So that's the one other qualification for the work 2. So if you get the work 2 and you're in our mentorship program, you need to commit to completing the program, right? Don't like relent, right, on that. And for the community, you stand a chance of getting the work 2 if you're active in the community. So we can tell people that are active in the community, people that are engaging in the community, people that show up for community events like this, right? We can tell from just attendance, and we have a way of tracking that in the community. So if you're not active, I think it's the right time to be active, because you stand a chance of getting the work to say in the next batch. We're giving our work tools every year in 2 batches, right? Collectively 50 work tools will be given out, so you can be one of the ladies that would get one of the 50 work tools. So yeah, for the community, you need to be an active participant of the community Slack channel, active participant in our community club, which our community manager will be talking about shortly, the community clubs. Our work tool, you must not own any work tool you're applying for. You should be following us on social media. You should also be willing to pay it forward, right? So if we're giving you this work tool, is because some ladies in our community that's gone through that phase of having work tool issues, because we've gone through that phase, and we know how it can be very demoralizing. And then we brought out our phones and say, okay, we want to support the next 50 ladies, the next 1,500 ladies, right? So it makes sense that when you get this, you're a beneficiary of this, right? You can also pay it forward when you get a very stable job. Yeah, so this is just basically, I think I've spoken through all of these, right? Just take note of the program requirements, and yeah, I look forward to seeing the beneficiaries getting the work tools in September. I think I've touched base on like most of the stuff that happened. Precious, over to you. I think we're going to be opening the floor now for questions and answering any questions you have.
All right, so it's time for questions, and some people already dropping their questions in the comment section. So please, if you have a question, you can drop it or just submit yourself and ask. But there's a question right here. Please, I have a question, Ma. I applied for a laptop because the one I had has sparked up. Am I still eligible? Yeah, if you applied for the work tool, you're eligible to you surely get a work tool assistance, depending on what you apply for, and after reviewing the application. So she wants to say something.
Exactly. And then if you meet the criteria, I think we'll share the criteria over and over again, the eligibility. If you meet any of the eligibility, definitely you get it. Fill the form as honest as you can, meet any of the eligibility, that you're a mentee or you're a community member that is active, and you definitely get it. And if you don't get it in this batch, like we said, the next batch is next year, early next year, right? So you definitely can apply again, right, next year to get the work too. And we're giving out 25 work to in each batch, which is quite a number, right? Which is quite generous, right? I mean, most work to programs that we've seen, right? There's always like a limit, either they're giving out like 10 or 5 or just limited set of number, but we try to like expand that number. So we give more ladies a chance to get the work to, right? So we're giving 25 in each batch and 50 altogether in a year, right? So you can build any of the 50 members. If you don't get it in this batch, definitely apply again in the next batch and ensure that you're meeting all the eligibility, be active in the community or be a mentee or be one of the mentees in our ongoing cohort. And that's yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Hey,
I'm trying to...
Precious, please, we can only take questions for until 1:05, then we'll have to do games.
All right. Okay. So one more question. I'm trying to get you guys the link to the walkthrough so that we could just drop it and in the community forum or all right. So one more question and we'll go. How long will product management be? Someone is asking how long will the product management track? How long will it be for?
Yeah, it's 4 months. Or mentorship track is 4 months.
Yeah. All right.
From August to November.
Okay. So if we don't have any further questions, I think we could move over to the game session. Okay, someone has
I think
a
there's some
question.
questions, yeah.
The mode of training, physical, virtual, is virtual on Google Meet. Do you get? Mandy Cliff, it's virtual.
And yes, the product design is related to Web3. So you'd learn the basic of product design. I mean, if you don't have previous experience of product design, you'd learn all of that, right? But in the bounty phase, some of the projects that you're going to be working on are Web3 related product design. So you probably be asked to design a new flow for a Web3 product, or design the onboarding of the Web3 product. Those kind of projects is what you get in the UI UX design track.
What time will the classes be holding?
Okay, so if you register for the mentorship, we're having the onboarding call by I think 4 p.m. today, right? So we'll talk more about the mentorship and all of the questions that you have relating to the class. But just to give a bit of response here, the classes hold from Tuesdays to Saturdays, and it's mostly by 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. daily, every Tuesdays to Saturdays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And you also have workshops and a compulsory Web3 exploration in the class. So we have workshops every Thursday where we have external experts or experienced people in the space from different companies come talk to us. We're going to be having people from Polygon, from I think Filecoin, from Nextcoin, from like different companies come talk to us about like different in-depth topic during the workshop. And just to mention here, yeah, I think that's basically it for that questions. To learn Solidity, do I need a pipe coding skills? Precious, should I just read through the responses and questions and see which we can answer before 105?
Yeah. Yes, because we don't have time. We just have like 1 minute to go. Okay,
so for people that just joined the community, right, and I've not been active for a while, definitely you stand a chance in the next batch, which is going to be next year, early next year, right? So it's not far-fetched. You can stand a chance to get the work too. You just need to be active, engaging, and being active and engaging in the community is also for your own benefit as well, right? So there's a lot of things that you benefit from being active in the community. You get, work too is just one of them. Opportunities and all that stuff are part of them as well. Please, what time will the classes be holding? Please answer. I don't know what in your last questions. Precious, you want to check? Someone talked about Adenira in your last question. So you can also unmute and ask, right? Adeniran in your last, because I'm not sure what this question is.
She said one of the criteria for the work tool is to be active for the past 6 months. I just joined.
Okay, I think I just responded.
Yeah,
I think I just responded. And they were shortening the time from 6 months to 3 months, right? Because 6 months is quite a lot. So we're shortening it to 3 months. So if you've been active for 3 months, and we can also consider you if you've been active for the past 1 month, right? So depending on the circumstances, we can consider you from the past 1 to 3 months. If you've been active, of course, you stand a chance of getting the work too. Amadi, you want to ask a question here? I just saw that you raised your hand.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I asked that for someone that is just trying to get into the tech or Web3, because I saw in the walk to space that they said you have to like have a little bit of experience, like what you've done in the past 6 months or 3 months or something. So for someone that doesn't really have any experience or hasn't really done a lot, but is just trying to get into it, can the person still apply for this walk to without necessarily having others?
You can. So when we say talk about what you've been doing for the past 3 months, it doesn't have to be tech related. It could be that you're a nurse, right? And you've been treating patients for the past 3 months. We just want to know more about you, a bit more about your background. It doesn't have to be tech related. right? Because we understand that people are transitioning into tech, which is what we want. We want people to transition. So, but we know that you would probably have been doing something before. Like, there's no way you'll be idle. That you were probably working with a non-tech firm, probably doing secretary work, or you're doing whatever it is. Just talk about that, right? It doesn't have to be tech or your role related. It's just what you've been doing. Maybe you've tried to learn a couple of things in the past. So those will help us, give us more context to know why you should be really prioritized over others. I don't know the answer.
Yeah. I think that's all the questions that we have to do because already 1:02. So we'll be inviting Blessing, our event.
I think we have 3 minutes more, Precious. Let's try and see if we can answer more questions. We have 3 minutes more, right? Blessing.
Yeah, we have 3 minutes more.
Yeah, just to respond to Nancy, please, if you are in the mentee, if you're a mentee, then you stand a chance, just apply for the work too. I think I already got some of my questions. For someone that doesn't have a laptop yet, is it a problem? If you don't have a laptop, but that's why we're having work too. That's why we have the work too assistance program, right, to support. So you just need to apply for the work too and fill the application as honest as you can, and who knows, you might be one of the lucky beneficiaries of the 25 work tools. How do I register for the mentorship? Yes, for the next, you can't register for this current cohort, or you can register for the next cohort next year. So you just need to be tuned in. We announce, right, the current mentorship that just closed. Now we announce it several times in our community and on our social media. So when the next application is out, you would know. And we are also working on releasing we're also having more platforms where we do this announcement as well. What if one wants to get into tech, Web3, and wants to apply for work too? Am I still qualified? Yes, provided you're active in our community, maybe for the past 1 month to 3 months. 1 month can also be considered, or you are currently registered as a mentee, you qualify. You just need to fill the application form as honest as you can. To learn Solidity, do I need prior coding skills? Not necessarily. If you have a prior coding skills, it will help you learn faster, right? But if you don't and you feel like you're up to the challenge, you can jump in. Then you can. In our cohort 1, we had somebody that didn't have coding experience at all, and she was one of the top students in our cohort 1, right? But we would recommend that you have previous coding experience. That's why we have the Web3, Web2 web development track to help you get some previous coding experience before coming to the Solidity. Good morning. One of the criteria for the work too is that, yeah, okay, I think we've answered most of the questions. Okay, what time to what time? Please answer. Please Solidity need a prior coding skill. So yeah, over to you, Mercy. Blessing. Can someone who isn't in the mentorship program yet benefit from work? Yes, if you're not in the mentorship program, but you're in the community, you can benefit. You can still benefit from the work too. You just need to apply, and you need to know that you've been active. We can verify that you've been active at least the past month. So if you can't qualify for this cohort, for this batch, like I said, there are going to be subsequent batches, right? So this is not the end of the world or the end of the work too. We're still going to have it next year, early next year, and towards the end of next year as well, twice every year. Thank you.
All right, Blessing, it's time for games and activities. So are you ready? Are you guys ready? So
I'm ready.
On the game session. Blessing, floor is yours. Let's
Can
go.
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, hi everyone. So excited to be here. My name is Blessing. I'm the events manager, and I'll be coordinating our games for this town hall. So please bear in mind that there are prizes attached to these games. If you get one answer correctly, you get 500 naira airtime, 500 naira worth of airtime. So let me start. I'll read the question and let's see. I'll read the question, and if you want to answer, if you want to answer, just raise up your hand. So the first question is, what are DAOs? As in DAOS. Okay, Livio. You can answer. Livio raised her hands first.
Yes, just a quick one. I think maybe we can use the chat for that. Just give like a time slot. Say next 30 seconds. First people, people that respond. Exactly, the first person with the right question.
Okay, that's
not just
fine
being
then.
the first person, it's being the first person with the correct
Yeah.
The most correct response. Yeah, within the timeline. So we can do 30 seconds.
Autonomous accusation.
Oh, cool. She has answered. So that's our first winner, Livio. Congratulations. I wish you could do a round of applause sound.
Clap, clap.
Yeah, yay. Yeah, we can clap.
Club is always going to win. Club ladies.
Please, if you win anything during this game, send me a DM after the town hall. My name is Blessing, events manager on Slack, so you can claim your prize. So the next question is, what is a smart contract? Yeah, you can either unmute your mic or just type it in the comments.
No, let's not do unmuting mic. They should.
Okay, please, can I answer?
Yeah. Okay,
Can
go
you type
ahead.
it?
Can
I answer?
Okay, can she answer or should she type it?
I would have preferred people type it so we can see the most correct.
Please, my phone is bad and my keyboard is really
Okay, that's fine. You can
misbehaving.
answer.
Okay, a smart contract in the simplest of terms is just a programmed or a coded contract. Can I give a typical example?
Go ahead.
Okay, for a layman to understand what a smart contract is all about, let's assume in the crypto space you want to purchase an NFT that is worth $10 and you have $10 in your account. So a programmer only has to program a smart contract to release the NFT into your wallet on the condition that you meet the requirements of having $10 in your account. So that's basically what a contract is, a contract but programmed one. It doesn't need a middleman or anything like that.
That's absolutely correct. We have really smart ladies in this community. Happy to see that. So that's the winner for the second question. So the next question is, what are gas fees?
Please, let's use the chat. We won't take anybody.
Yeah,
use the chat.
Let's use the chat now. What are gas fees?
Yeah.
Can I say
Aurelua says computation fees paid on the blockchain. Gas fees are gas. Okay, answers are rolling in the chat box already. The first answer is from Aurelua, and she's correct, right? Who is fact checking? Who is
Blessing, please just let us have a timeline, a timer, right? If the time is up, we can then look through the chart and pick the most correct. What we're interested in is the most correct. Everybody can be correct, but there's the most correct.
Okay, we can give 1 more minute to this question then. So by 1:10, I would now check. Okay, time is up. And the winner for this question, price of transaction fees. I think the first answer, I think the first person still takes it. What do you think, Oluchi?
Yeah, I think we got our winner.
Okay, great. Congratulations, Aurelua. Well done. Please, guys, remember to send me a DM after the on Slack. Reach out to me on Slack. Claim your prize. So the next question is, can you list 10 altcoins? 10 altcoins. So between now and 1:12, that's when the time will elapse for this question. It would be nice to list all of them in one comment so that other people don't break your own comments. Other people don't break your thread, rather. And it's easier for us to count. Altcoins, remember? Altcoins. One minute to go.
So I think Aurelu has listed how many? Let me count.
Okay, time is up now.
Aurelu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You listed 8. All right, let's go. Christiana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Right? 3, 4,
I think
5,
Christina has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Amanda, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Please don't count anything after the equal to, because that time is up already. So everything
Yeah.
after the equal.
So
is
it's looking like
disqualified.
Chineye has 10. Chineye Stephanie wants.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we got our
So I
winner.
think Chineye Stephanie is our winner.
All right.
Okay, congratulations, Chineye. Send me a DM on Slack. My name is Blessing Event Manager, so you can claim your prize. Okay, so the next question is, can you list 2 examples of decentralized exchanges?
I think
we'll close this one by 1:14.
I think VO. I don't know. Who responded first? Victoria said Binance and Budgets.
Decentralized exchanges, though. Is Binance a decentralized exchange?
No.
So let's see what's okay. I think time is up, right?
Yeah, time is up.
Okay,
I think,
so
maybe
everything
Aurelu
after the equal to would not be attended to. Let's see. Binance Bitget, no. Binance is a centralized exchange.
Yeah,
Bitget
Binance is a centralized exchange.
KuCoin,
No
the
one
same
said
thing. Solana is a chain, it's not a decentralized exchange. Ethereum is a chain, not an exchange. Trust Wallet is a wallet, not an exchange. MetaMask is a wallet, it's a non-custodial wallet, but not an exchange. KuCoin is centralized. Gate exchange, I'm not sure which that is, but I mean, you already mentioned one centralized exchange. MetaMask, a wallet. Coinbase, both a wallet and an exchange, but it's centralized. Coinbase, Kraken, centralized. Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So I think Motolani.
Yeah, Motolani is our winner.
Yeah. So Uniswap and
Congratulations,
PancakeSwap are two
Motolani.
decentralized exchanges. So congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
And Chineye was right as well. Uniswap and 1inch, but I think Motolani got it first.
All right.
Okay. So we have 5 more minutes before we can before we end out this game session. The next question is, can you name 2 ways to make money from the blockchain ecosystem aside from trading crypto? So I'll give 3 minutes for this one. I'll give 3 minutes for this one. So between now and 1:18.
Apart from crypto trading.
Yeah. You people are very vibrant. Love to see this. Secret answers tripping in. Interesting. It's like I won't give more time. I've seen some really interesting answers already, and we are still at 1:16. I think can I close this one so we have more time for other questions?
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to send Okay, so anything else after the equal to will not be attended to. So we have playing games to earn. We have staking. These are just 1 answers from Livy and Victoria. We have airdrop and trading. You still mentioned trading. We said no trading. Being a miner, just 1 answer from Onize. Oluchi said farming and staking. So I think we got our winner already.
So who's the winner?
Okay, so you see, Oluchi did not spell the staking where she said stalking, not staking. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Oluchi. Okay, so like I said, staking and staking referrals. What does staking referrals mean?
I have no idea.
Okay, and then we have providing liquidity and NFTs. So I think we got our winner.
Okay, so is it Chineye Stephanie again?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, she's won before. Oh wow.
Yeah, she's won before. She's on a roll.
Oh, yeah, please, let's pick another winner. Let's pick another winner. Sorry, Chineye. Please, we want everybody to see benefits. Play to end games and staking. So I think Oreoluwa.
Ore has won before too.
Okay, let's pick another winner. Please, I don't want people to shoot us gun in this call. So we have mining by and OD. What's mining by? We skip somebody. No. Okay, we have affiliate program and cloud mining. Cloud mining. This almost looks correct, but is it really cloud mining? That will be. You can give a defense if you feel like you're supposed to win this and we skip you. You can defend that. But so yeah, I think it's crypto
Hello,
mining.
please, can you hear me? My network took me out. I that you spoke about the staking and referrals.
Yeah, so you want staking referrals.
Staking and them.
Okay, there's no and between them. What we can see here is staking referrals. What we can see here is staking referrals. Yeah, so we have play to end games and staking. Okay, this is already one. And then we have staking and blockchain development. Rebecca. So yeah, we got our winner.
Okay, so Rebecca, that's staking and blockchain development. Rebecca.
Yes.
Okay. And we've also run out of time, so we'll have to end this. We're still going to play another games before we end, but this is where this one ends. Well done, ladies. You guys are very smart. Love to see it.
All right, ladies. Thank you guys for participating in the game session. We hope that you're having a nice time so far. All right, so we'll be moving on to other things on our agenda. But before we do that, we'd like to take a general picture, virtual picture. So probably you want to unmute yourself, like share your video. I will try to take this picture for the gram. So you can, unmute yourself and snap while I try to capture everyone, All right, are we ready? I can't see. Let's and put your best smile on. You could do, I don't know, just be goofy about it. Yeah, okay, so we're about to do that. Okay, more people. We're waiting for more people to turn on their cameras.
Gorgeous, gorgeous women.
I'm telling you.
All right, so I've captured.
Oh my goodness, my network fixed me. What did I miss again?
All right, I think we have to take another part of the picture.
Oh, we've taken already. Oh my god.
So yeah, we're taking another one.
Okay.
Joseph Ovo. Trying to find everybody. So is it possible to capture everybody?
I don't think so. I think we need to take it in batches. So
yes.
If it's speaking, we just turn off our video so that the others can show up.
Hi, Libby. We're just taking a group picture for the gram. That's what's happening now.
Yeah.
So
okay.
just turn on your video if you can and say cheese.
All right, say cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll turn off my video so we can capture other people. Blessing, you can turn off your video so we can capture others.
Okay.
All right, so you guys, Turn on your video. I can't see Precious's video on Christiana Godwin, you know.
Blessing, I think we missed out Umba Adda Obi. She was actually correct. So please let's factor her in as one of the winners. So Umba Marietta Adda Obi, please send the message DM to Blessing after the call on Slack so we can send you your prize as well. Precious, are you still on the call?
Yeah, Oluchi, sorry, I didn't hear the people you just mentioned.
I'm on the call.
It's one person, Umba Marietta Adaobi. I'm not spoiling this name.
Okay, what did she win, please?
Yeah, so I think I went over her to pick the next winner. She was correct. She mentioned cloud mining and something else. So we can factor her in as a winner. So I know we'll have 2 winners from this session, this particular game.
Okay, that's okay.
All right, so we'll be moving on to the next part. And what we're moving on to is what to expect from different departments here in the community. So we'd like to be having our mentorship team come on board and tell us what to expect in mentorship. So I don't know if we have Precious Chidima on the call. You can just unmute yourself and go by it. But if you're not on the call, probably I'll try to share my screen again so that we could I'll just give you guys a rundown of what to expect. All right, so I guess you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen, Precious.
Okay, so under mentorship, this is like what you need to expect from our mentorship team. So we have expert-led workshops. Just like how Oluchi have said, we have top professional staff be coming in to speak to our mentees. Specialized boot camps. So the boot camps are going to be running, but there'll be not more announcements on it. And we have several mentorship tracks that will be running soon.
Mentorship is on the call. Oyidamola, are you here? Hello, Oyidamola. Okay, I think
yeah. So well, just to continue, or just to give you guys a run up, we have a learning management portal that we have been working on. That's more like a mentee dashboard, and when that is ready, you get to experience it. So we're also trying to work on having internship and job placements for final year mentees, then post mentorship hackathons. So we always try to give our mentees an experience to be able to have hackathons, participate in global hackathons and all of that. So this is what you need to expect from our mentorship team. Okay, back to community. What you need to expect from us as community leads or community managers or Web3 Ladies community. So next week we'll be launching our community wiki. Community wiki is like a repository of everything that we do as a community. So if you want to find information of concerning our past events, want to find information of how to settle into community, want to find any form, anything, so that we're not having, oh, I can't find the form, something like that. You get, we will have them, everything necessarily that you need to like navigate your way around community on the wiki documents. And we'll be having a launch for it next week where we'll like explain everything and how to use it. All right. So next we'll be launching community clubs. Community clubs are like specialized smaller units of the community. So if you're interested in learning about, let's say you want to learn about marketing in Web3, or you want to learn about design in Web3 or product management in Web3, you can now join a club. And you have people in your club that will now have activities, provide you with resources to learn, more like a support group, but of a smaller group of the community. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but we also try to like explain it when we're launching community clubs. All right, so we'll be introducing community weekly roundups, and this is like a newsletter of everything that like happened in the community for the week, so that we just give you heads up. Oh, this is what happened. In case you miss anything, let's read the weekly roundup. Then we've improved our community onboarding quite well. So normally people used to fill the form before they join the community, but now you join the community, then you get to follow the onboarding process. That way, we are often onboarding people daily, unlike how we used to do before. So like that's what we've been able to achieve as community. So we've improved to community engagement and processes. You've noticed there's more discussion going on in community forum. Community members are more engaged. There's a lot of activities that is running up. So we also have some partnerships that we're working on as a community, and that includes partnering with financial institutions to help our women become financially literate. Do you get? So we plan to have some choice partnerships to teach women about how to handle money, how to invest, how to save. You understand? So we also have a program which will be coming up, which is like 100 Days of You. This is like where you reflect on what you've done for the year, your tech career, and just try to appreciate yourself. And if you're going to use it to like actually learn more, you could share your learning, like in building in the open. That's basically what this 100 Days of You is going to do for our community members. All right, that's what to expect from community basically, or for the community team. Okay, so from events, so I'll allow Blessing to take this part. Blessing, this is your part. So what do we expect from the event team going forward?
Okay. Hi guys, me again. So from the event team going forward, there's going to be a lot of educative events, exciting events, networking mixers. So the goal of events in general is to say, seeing as we are a very large community and we have people from all over the place, from outside Lagos, in Lagos, maybe other countries too. So some of our events are going to be like in-house community events, so that we can meet, community members can get to meet each other, network with each other, and just learn more about each other. And then there's going to also be external events. That's events that are open to people that are not part of the Web3 Ladies community, but can also be used to onboard them into the Web3 Ladies community. So just that's just the two strata of events, of types of events that we'll be having going forward. But for this month in August, we're going to have a couple of Twitter spaces, educative Twitter spaces, where we talk about different things, different aspects of the blockchain, and we have AMS sessions, and then we invite thought leaders or people that are established veterans in this space, so they can come share their knowledge and answer any questions you have. And those Twitter spaces are also a great opportunity to also network for you joining us and you being in the audience. So when we have these events, I would encourage all of us to join, ask questions, just engage, because this is really how you learn more about the Web3 ecosystem. This is how you learn more about the opportunities that exist here and how you can make use of them. So we'll be having a couple of Twitter spaces in different topics, different Web3 topics, different topics. We'll also be talking about, we also have Twitter spaces for other topics like personal branding, where you learn from people that have done it well. So you learn how to build your personal brand on social media to the point where opportunities can now find you. We also have events for CV, how to tweak your CV to help you get your dream job. Just all those things that we're just going to have a lot of events around topics that we know are going to be beneficial to you as to our community members. And then there'll also be a couple of offline events, that's physical events, there'll be networking mixers, meet and greets, that's the internal community events that I spoke about earlier. And we'll also be rebooting our Web3 exploration. Sorry. So if you've been part of the community for over 6 months, then you know that there was time when we used to actively, consistently have Web3 exploration topics, I think almost on a weekly basis with different speakers, where different speakers just come to share about different topics in Web3. So we'll also be rebooting that. And again, I'll encourage everybody to join, to like actively participate in these events. There'll be fun, engaging, educating events. Okay, and then also if you'd like to join the event team as a contributor, please feel free to reach out to me on Slack. My name is Blessing, Events Manager on Slack. So yeah, that's it from the events department.
All right, thank you so much, Blessing. Okay, so what to expect initiative. So I think Oluchi, maybe you want to take this part.
Okay.
Initiatives.
Yes, I'm just going to talk about the first 3. The last 2 we already spoke about that in the community. So just a couple of things to expect from us generally as an organization. I already mentioned this before. We've had some interesting partnership, but in fact, we're even having more bigger partnerships coming up. We have some to announce next week, upper week, and we just have a series of other partnerships that we have on board. So please be expectant of these, and when we make the announcement as community members, please help us make the effects like big, because that way we can also get to reach more partners that can bring more values to our community and to you yourself. And we also get to attract more ladies to onboard into tech and Web3 in general. We're also having our website launch very soon, hopefully within now and next week. We are going to be launching the Web 2.0, our website 2.0, and trust me, it's really, really very eye-catching. And we are going to be having more information there, so that because our current website doesn't have so much information about what we do, a couple of stuff that are ongoing, right? We are going to be seeing those changes with our website 2.0, and it's really lovely. So yeah, we're excited about its launch. And also we're also going to be opening up to chapters and ambassador program. So allow me to speak more about our chapter, right? Because we have different community, we have different ladies across different states in our community, and then also in different countries within Africa, right? So we want to launch our chapter and ambassador program to be able to cater for these ladies, right? Some of the events that we've had in the past, physical events, are mostly in Lagos, but we have community members in other places in Nigeria and also outside of Nigeria, right? So we want to start having so if you're interested in becoming a chapter lead, you can reach out to us. We're going to be launching this in a couple of months, right? I mean, not immediately, but in a couple of months we'll be launching this so that we can have events centered in Ibadan. We can have Web3 ladies meeting together physically in Ibadan. We can have Web3 ladies meeting together physically in, say, Abuja, or wherever we have, but we can't do this without you, right? So we need people that are willing to be chapter leads, right, in different states in Nigeria. So if you're in a state in Nigeria and you want to be a chapter lead, or you want to, assist a chapter lead in any of the states, so you can reach out to us. You can reach out to community manager at community lead on Slack. You can also reach out to at Mercy Ajiboye, who is our programs lead on Slack. You can also reach out to at Caris, right? Blessing, maybe you can help me type this Slack IDs on the chat so that people can easily reach out to them. So yeah, you can reach out to all of those persons on Slack, and they just let us know if you're interested. And then we also have our ambassador programs that will be coming up as well. If you are in any of the Nigerian tertiary institution and you want to be an ambassador for Web3 ladies in your school, right? So you have to be in 100 to 300 level. You can't be an ambassador if you're in 400 level, except you have the time, right, to undo it. So if you want to be an ambassador, you can also reach out to us, and then we could we'll let you know what you need to bring in, the send you a form to fill and all of the stuff, and then we can work on that. And the beautiful thing about being the chapter lead or being an ambassador is that you be put on some kind of monthly incentive, because we understand that you should take your time and some other stuff to do this. So there's some kind of incentives that will be available to you as a chapter lead or an ambassador for Web3 Ladies. And you'd also have the opportunity of working closely with a team. And when we have, like, when there are opportunities, trust me, when there are opportunities in the community, we definitely are going to look out for active community members, or you're probably in our mentorship, or you're a contributor, right? Either as a chapter lead or an ambassador, or you're contributing to the community in one way or the other. You'll definitely be prioritized over, like other community members that are just that are sort of like in the community. We appreciate all of our community member, but then we have, like, in terms of opportunities, definitely we would have to, like, prioritize for you to go around. So that a lot of opportunities that is available for you as a chapter lead or as an ambassador, or you're a country, or you want to contribute in any way or the other to everything that we are doing. There's definitely stuff for you as well. Yes, I think that's about it for our initiative. The last two, we've already spoken about that. And we can move, I think, to questions.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions concerning anything we've said so far? Something you want us to reply before we, like, go to the next game sessions and call it a day? Any questions so far? You could drop them in the chat box.
Yeah, I think there's some questions here already. Someone is asking, what would be, Blessing, how can we join the events team? So you can join the event team by just sending a DM to either Blessing or Precious. So Blessing, can you help put the Twitter handle? Okay, Blessing has sent the Twitter handle. So I'm sorry, Slack ID. So if you check the bottom of the chat, you'd see the Slack ID for whoever you should reach out to if you want to be a contributor. And I think Mba is asking, what would be the duties of contributor? So it depends on what you're contributing to. If you're contributing to the events team, like you want to be a contributor, right? There are different ways that you could contribute to the events team. You could help us, you could work with the event manager to manage some of our upcoming events, to help plan the event, to manage speakers for some of the events, to manage the timing, organization, a lot of things that go on into planning an event, right? And then we have like if you reach out to Blessing, she's going to like walk you through a couple of stuff and where we probably need contributors. You could also want to contribute to the community, right? So the different areas in the community that you can contribute to. You could be, you could help us manage onboarding into the community, or manage communications around the community, or you could manage participation, how people can participate in the community, or you could also manage engagement events that we do within the community, our clubs. You could also apply to be a club lead, right? As Blessing, as Precious already mentioned, our club is like a smaller, it's like a study group, right? And it's a smaller community within the community, a smaller group within the community, focused, just specialized and focused on around a particular goal, objective, or career, right? So we are going to be launching our community club sometime, I think, upper week. And we're launching with 3 major clubs. We're launching with our Solidity Club, our Marketing Club, and our Technical Writing Club. And the reason why we're launching with these 3 clubs is because these 3 people, some people have reached out to us, to the community, to be club leads for these 3, right? So you could propose a new club. You could say, okay, why don't we have product management club? And you're willing to be a club lead, right? You just work with the community manager to organize the club, organize the events that will go on in the club, activities that will go on, things that we need to do within the club, right? So those are like different ways that you could contribute within the community, within event. Even our mentorship, we have our Code 3 ongoing, and then we have subsequent code that we're planning. So there's a lot of things that goes on into planning the mentorship to ensure that our mentees get the best from the mentorship cohort, right? Planning the mentorship, organizing the mentorship, being a program manager or project manager, coordinating the stuff or building out stuff, because we have our LMS, like Precious also mentioned, we're building a learning management portal for our mentees to make it very easy for you to learn. So you could contribute on that as well, right? That's for the mentorship. We also have our product and engineering team that you could contribute to. Our website 2.0 that is going to be launched soon is being handled by the product and engineering team. Learning management portal is also being managed by the product and engineering team. And then we have other projects and products that are also going to be releasing as a community, right? And this is being handled by the product and engineering team. So you could contribute in that area as well, as a product manager or as a UI UX designer or as an engineer or DevOps, whatever skill you have that you think fits into that particular area, you could also contribute to that. We also have our partnership team. If you're someone that knows how to speak to people, how to source partners, identify the right partnership and all those stuff, you can contribute to our partnership team. We also have the on that mentorship as well, we have our talent team, right? Because one of the things that we're doing is for our mentorship, we want to ensure that after the mentorship, our mentees are able to get, internship or junior dev roles or junior product management role or, UI UX role in the space after going through our mentorship. So we have talent managers that help us, source out for these opportunities and ready our mentees for these opportunities. So if you're someone you have experience in recruiting, talent recruitment, talent management, you can also contribute in that aspect as well. You can also contribute to the programs team if you are a product manager or you have experience with project management or programs management. You understand how to see the big picture of things. You understand how to coordinate people, lead people to achieving a particular goal. You know how to manage roadmaps, and these are things that you can also learn, right? So there's a lot of learning. It's very exciting working with a team because, like Precious mentioned earlier, there's a lot to learn. Just even working or contributing to the team. And I mean, Blessing is now a core team member in Web3 Ladies, but she started as a contributor. She started contributing to the marketing team. So we also have a growth and marketing team. So if you someone that knows how to do growth and marketing, you want to contribute to our social, you want to help us handle one part of our social media and the content, generate content for us, or even plan and manage our partnership announcement and all of those stuff, you could also contribute. So Blessing started as a contributor, and now she is a part of the core team, and I'm sure Blessing can tell how much she's even how exciting or how much she's learned to just be part of the team. So that answers that question. So much lovely stuff going on. I'm loving this piece already. Yeah, we're happy to have you here. So Nancy says she's interested for Lagos chapter. Yeah, so you can send a DM. Like I said, you can send a DM to community. And Precious, I think we have a contributors form, right? Am I
Yeah,
mistaken?
we do. Yeah, probably I'll share it up.
Oh, Precious, I can't hear you. Is it just me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Can you hear Precious?
Okay.
I can hear Precious.
Yes.
Can anyone else hear
there's
Precious?
Okay, I can't hear you.
Can anyone else hear Precious?
Okay, they say they can't hear
I can hear Precious. I can hear her.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I can't hear you guys.
All right, so I'll probably look for the form and drop it for contributors form so that you could, but don't worry, for community contributors, there's a form for it. And we're still trying to exactly what you get. Why for chapter leads and club leads? Chapter leads, I'll get a new form where we can now fill it, and thank you guys.
All right.
Okay, so we have 5 more minutes for this question and answer session before we now proceed to the games and then we'll...
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to be a lead, I can see people. I can see Abuja lead, chapter lead, and Port Harcourt, Solidity Club count me in. So you can just please reach out to Precious. If you want to contribute to any of these areas, you want to be a chapter lead or you want to be an ambassador, or you have like a proposal, something you think we should factor into our processes as Web3 Ladies, you can also reach out to Precious. She's going to share you a form or just let you know what to do. And how you can get involved. To be a chapter lead, what's are needed. To be a chapter lead, you're basically overseeing Web3 Ladies in that particular chapter, right? So it's mostly related to planning of physical events, right? So if we want to have a physical event and we want to have it in different parts of the state, if we don't have people there, we can't really do it. So it's to help us basically onboarding people from that particular states into Web3 Ladies. We're having like physical events in that state to create awareness for Web3 ladies, try to get more people into tech and more ladies into tech and Web3. We would also be having chapter-based channels on our Slack, where anybody in the, say, Port Harcourt chapter, we have a Port Harcourt chapter channel where, I mean, you could have like state-based conversations in those channels as well. So you're managing the channel, you're working with the event team to manage physical events that happen in that particular chapter, and then just helping us come up with different other event strategies that we can use to onboard people from that state, ladies from that state into like Web3 ladies. So that's like a summary of what is required as a chapter lead. So definitely you need to be available. You need to be able to do this, able to manage and plan events together with the event lead. One other thing you need to know is that you're not working on this alone. There's a team. We have a team. There's an event team, right? So you're going to be working closely with the team and the event manager to manage a plan events around that chapter. And the same thing goes for the ambassador as well. You're going to be planning events within your school. This event, definitely we're going to be sponsoring it as well, 3 ladies. And then, of course, there's going to be like a school-based chapter, just within the Slack that you can manage ladies, and you're thinking about ways to onboard more ladies into the Web3 Ladies Community from your school or from your state. That's the chapter. Please reach out to Caris on Slack. Yeah. Please, I noticed that I'm in project design track. Why I reached out for UI UX. So yeah, you can send a message if you're in the wrong track or you want to change your mentorship track. You can send a DM to @mentorship. So just type @mentorship on Slack and send the message to her, and she would help resolve this. And we're also having a mentorship call by 4 p.m. today to onboard you into mentorship, answer all the questions that you have, and just give you more info on what to expect, like how the mentorship, this particular call 3 is going to go. Nancy, I think project design. Yeah, who do I need to reach out to join the UI UX design team as a contributor? Yes, so please reach out to Precious at community lead. So just type @community lead on Slack, and you can, that's Precious at community lead. So just let her know where you want to contribute. If it's the UI UX design team, whatever team you want to contribute, you just let her know, and then she would forward you to the right people, or she probably give you a form to fill. I can hear commentees be part of the contributors. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you can manage it, you can definitely be a mentee and still be a contributor, right? Our mentorship, like I said, it's for 4 months, August to November, and classes are Tuesdays to Saturdays, so it can be very engaging and demanding, right, for you to learn that. But if you can manage it, then definitely for leads and on those dates, what of campus ambassador? Yeah, definitely, that's what we have as an ambassador program. So we need campus ambassadors if you want to be a campus ambassador for any school, within Nigeria. So right now we are launching the chapter and the ambassador program for Nigeria first, and then we'll be launching our regional programs for like people outside the country. So in Uganda, you want to be a regional lead for Web3 ladies in Uganda, or regional lead for Web3 ladies in Ghana, right? You can also reach out, but we're not, that's the next phase for us after the campus ambassador and chapter lead within Nigeria. Yes, I think we've answered all the questions. Thank you so much, everyone, for the questions and for the vote of confidence, for the beautiful comments that I've seen on the chat. We really appreciate you. Happy you're here.
Okay, thank you, Oluchi. Thank you for answering all those questions. So now we'll use the next 10 minutes to do another game session. Let's see. So the next question in our game session is list 2 centralized exchanges aside from Binance. Okay, at 150, at 152, we'll round up this one.
152.
Yeah. Answers are pouring in. You guys are so smart. Interesting answers I'm seeing here.
Okay, I think the time is up.
Yeah, time is up.
Yeah, I think we got as Chinese. Oh, Chinea, you won before. Ada, you won before.
Rebecca said KuCoin and Coinbase.
KuCoin and Coinbase, yeah. So I think we got a winner.
Yeah, Rebecca is our winner. Congratulations, Rebecca. Please remember to send me a DM after this. So the next question is, who developed Ethereum? And this one just 1 minute because it's a very simple answer. So by 1:53, we'll close it.
Please get his name correctly.
1:53. We're closing it down.
Are we closing it?
Yeah, we're closing now.
Okay, so nothing after the equal to sign will be considered. So
Yeah.
as I said, Vitalis, not Vitalis. Let's see.
So I think our
What's the
winner
next one?
is Ejumego Lovett. Ejumego Lovett. I hope Ejumego.
Vitalik Buterin.
Oh, no.
I think we got our winner already.
Yeah.
Vitalik Buterin. That's Ore Oluwa. Or she won before?
Yeah, Ore has won before.
Oh.
I can't even see Ore's comments when you know. I think it's Amadi Ogechi. She's the first person that got spelled it rightly.
Let me see. Amadi Ogechi.
Yeah.
Where is Amadi? Amadi answered.
Yeah, at 1:53.
Okay. So we got our winner.
Yeah. Congratulations. Okay, please send me a DM to claim your prize after this. So the next question is, what's the difference between NFTs and smart contracts? And this is, we can answer, we'll close this one by 1:56. So difference between NFTs and smart contracts.
It's might be tougher.
We have 2 more minutes. Please, I think you can explain. Answer, Livy. Okay. 1 more minute. Interesting takes.
He's not wanting to write blessing. This is the
It's now. You're included now. Okay, so our winner.
Oluwa Akinola, has she won before?
Let me check. I think Ore has won before. Yeah, Ore has won before. She won water gas fees.
All right, thank you so much. I mean, Ore, you're on point, but you won before, and you're always on point in most of the answers.
Yeah.
But we need
So I
everybody
think
else.
Lovett. I think Lovett answered first. She's one of the first people that answered, and she explained.
No.
She gave some explanation.
No, that's Juliet. That's Juliet.
Juliet.
No,
the one that says Yeah,
Lovet's
NFTs are
response is
unique.
not, no, it's not very, it's not, I mean, it's not, it doesn't answer the question exactly. What are the main differences between NFT and smart contract is the fact that smart NFTs are powered through smart contracts. That's like major, I mean, that's the key difference between both of them. And I think Chineye, NFTs are non-fungible with smart contract. No. I think it was Juliet Okereke. Has Juliet won something before?
No, she hasn't.
Yeah, so Juliet said the main difference between NFT and smart contract is that NFTs are powered through smart contracts, which deal with the transferability and confirm the ownership. So she got the main point. Orelua was the first person to answer this, but because she's already won, we would go with Juliet Okereke.
Okay.
So that's
Shout out Ore, you are on a roll, by the way. And congratulations, Juliet. So we just have enough time for one more question. So the last question is, what is let me see, should it be a hard question? Okay. What is the difference between the Bitcoin blockchain and the Ethereum blockchain? So from now till 2 p.m.
Ed.
The difference between the Ethereum blockchain and the Bitcoin blockchain.
I didn't hear you.
Did you hear me? I said, what's the difference between the Ethereum blockchain and the Bitcoin blockchain?
There are many differences. You can state one.
Yeah.
So we are going to Google. I'm saying it's so Google like you guys are saying the same thing. We want something unique from you.
Yeah. Use your own words, so you're learning too.
When is the time going to be up for this?
2 p.m. 2 p.m. sharp.
Money and Christiana. Oh my god.
All right. I think our time is up.
Okay, time up now.
Okay, time up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ladies. I guess it was very, very fun. All right.
Yeah.
So one
So let me
more.
announce the winner for this one.
The answer for the right answer, I think a Jumeju love rated
Yes.
proof of work for Bitcoin and proof of stake for Ethereum. No, that's wrong. Ethereum
That's
is
wrong.
Yes, Ethereum Ethereum is transitioning to proof of stake, where Ethereum is proof of work as at now or before, even before now. It was so that's still on the transition to proof of stake, but Ethereum has always been proof of work, but it's transitioning to proof of stake. So no, that answer is not. It's almost correct, but not very correct. Amadi Ogechi said the Bitcoin blockchain does not allow the creation of dApps, while Ethereum does. I think has Amadi won before? Amadi Ogechi.
Let me check. I don't think she has won before. Oh, she has. She won who developed Ethereum.
Yeah, sorry, Amadi. I mean, you're on point, but you already won before. Akintade said Bitcoin is primarily designed to be an alternative to traditional currencies and hence a medium of exchange. This answer looks so much like
Yeah,
Google.
it looks exactly. it looks like she's probably from Google.
So Duwani, be very sincere. Is this from you or from Google? The difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin is the fact that the Bitcoin is nothing more than a currency, whereas Ethereum is a ledger technology that companies are using to build new programs.
This is the one that they all copied. Somebody else said this exact same thing too.
Yes. Okay, they copied this one. Okay, so we go again with Akindade. Has Akindade won before?
She hasn't won before. Yeah, she just confirmed she got it from Google.
I know this is so good. I was going to say you on mute and tell us. The difference between, okay, so this is copied. Bitcoin is primarily designed to be an alternative to traditional currencies. Ethereum is programmable blockchain that finds application. This is Google. The
Yeah,
difference
that's the
between
copied
Ethereum and
one.
Bitcoin is the fact that Bitcoin is nothing more. Yes, Google. Bitcoin is a currency. Ethereum is a ledger technology. Both of them are ledger technology. Both of them are distributed ledger technology. So Bitcoin is also Ethereum also has a native currency called Ether. Bitcoin has a native currency called Bitcoin. So this is not very correct. Esther E said the difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin is the fact that the Bitcoin is nothing more. Oh, we've gotten this one already. Nobody actually
Nobody
won.
won it.
Nobody won this. I'm so sorry, guys. Nobody won. A lot of you did Google copy and paste, but the major difference is that I think was it Amade Wakinda that somebody, I mean, you guys you copied and pasted the correct answer, but it wasn't from you, it was from Google. But that's the major
It was
difference.
from
Major
me.
difference
I
is that
didn't Google it. I
Amadi,
didn't Google it at all. It was totally from me. I
oh,
learned
but
it
okay,
just
yeah, you got it,
recently.
but you won already. Okay, do you know
Oh,
what? We're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you since we didn't get any winner for this.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it to Amadi.
Yeah.
So Amadi is going twice on this one. We're already at time. Would have had on that game, but I think we would be ending here. Precious, over to you.
All right. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for participating in the game. I think we've had a very amazing 2 hours on this call, and I think it's time for us to wrap up. It has been fun. Thank you, Oluchi, for coming. Thank you, Blessing, for anchoring the game session. Thank you, everyone that's contributed. Before you guys go, I've dropped some links I've dropped some of the screenshots, but I think we can have a general one with our faces showing. So maybe for one last time, try to put on your camera and let's take a group picture with smiles. All right, let's go. One more time. Thank you. Can I see your faces, please? Aluchi is the only one smiling. Where is everybody? You guys are not with you. Just show your camera. I don't know. Turn on your video. Can we turn on our videos? Christiana, Blessing, Amadi, Nancy, Joseph, please, Esther, Mandy, Cliff, Ashley. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Put on your video so I can take one general screen view, grab one screen view for social media and publicity, right? Waiting for you guys, so we don't have time. Once we end this session. All right. I've grabbed one without our faces showing. All right, thank you guys so much for joining. I'll go ahead and play songs for us to listen to while we try to exit the chat. Yeah.
Thanks,
Next,
everyone.
had
a fun time with you.
next couple of events. So it's back to community activities. All the launch that we have, we'll try to update you guys in the community. Thanks for joining, ladies. Really, thanks for joining. So, good music. If you want to listen, if you're a lover of good music, you can just stay behind and listen to the song.